Today we are going to see another herbal preparation, Valarai Kirai Kootu. Okay, so we are going to mix dal and Valarai Kirai. As I told you, Valarai Kirai is very good for your lungs, for your brain, good for your skin, it's good for your stomach. Okay, now let me start. Ingredients required for Valarai Kootu is Valarai Kirai, Pasiparupu, some onion, and you will saute it with ghee. You will require for tempering again mustard powder, urud dal, curry leaf, some seeragam or jeera or whatever you call it, red chili flakes. You will use some salt, turmeric is there, and you will use hing or asafoetida or perungayam. First we will blanch it. We will not cook it a lot. We will blanch it, and we will keep the water also separate. See, you have got some nutrients in the water. We will keep the water also separately. Blanching of Valarai Kirai is over. Now we are going to add the rest of the ingredients. We will start by adding some ghee. Mustard, we will wait till the mustard gets spluttered. Almost all mustard is spluttered now. So next we will add some jeera. Immediately next we will add some hing, because we are adding some dal. That's enough. We will let some curry leaves inside. So next is we are going to add some onions. Little bit of turmeric. Since it's all bit herbal, I would like to add some little bit of peppercorns, not much, just a little bit. Now Valarai Kirai, it is a bit bitter in taste, So it's always better that we add some spiciness into it. So next I'm going to add tomatoes. We're going to mash it up. You know, the smell of ghee, you know, curry leaf, red chili, sourness of tomato, all this will help in making the dish really very tasty. People, you should try Valarakkirai, you know. I told you what is good about Valarakkirai. Almost all grains are good, but this is a long lost recipe. People do not use Valarakkirai now often, but it is advised that you take it. Now the tomatoes are getting mushy, and I am also trying to mash it up. You know. Now I'm going to add the dal. Dal I had cooked it earlier. Now I mashed it very nicely. Next I'm going to add some water. You know, you remember I had blanched. See, you look at the color of the water. It is all full of nutrients. Now see, I have mixed the dal and that water. It is, you know, look at it. Beautiful. Beautiful. The dal is ready now. It's cooked and all. That blanched palak. Sorry, it is the Valarakkirai, not palak. So that is also added up to it. Okay. You need not even make it so you know, ground it into paste. I have ground it into paste. That is not required. It can be a bit you know, but both are good enough. So this is the dish now. It is all made up. Okay, now we just need to taste it. Less of salt, so we are going to add less of salt into it. Rock salt, that will be enough. And then I'm not going to waste the ghee, you know, already the ghee is there, so I don't feel like wasting it. More of ghee, you know, it makes the dish itself very very beautiful. No, it looks so beautiful now. Okay, so it's all over now. The dish is over. Just we need to plate it up. Valarakkirai koot is ready. You know, dal, protein. Valarakkirai has got a lot of nutrients in it. Okay, as I told you earlier, you know, a little bit spicy. Why it is spicy is because Valarakkirai is bit bitter in taste, so that's the reason why we make it little spicy. Now the ghee is also there, so it is very rich fat, and it is very good for the children, because people would like to have this, especially children like to have this dal preparations. So if you make Valaraikarai separately and give it to them, maybe they will not eat it. So when it goes with dal, they will prefer to eat it. Anyway, let me end this episode with a word of prayer. Thank God for giving me the knowledge to give it to the other people about the herbal remedies that is available, about the herbal food, long forgotten recipes. So let me end with this episode with Valaraikarai. So thank God for helping me in imparting this knowledge. Thank you once again. Thank you all. Thank you.